Hello, everybody. It's Tammi Friend again with the Friend Group, providing this week's Houston real estate update from the Friend Group. There is so much in the news about the economy and the unemployment right now, and many people are concerned about how the real estate market is affected. So we want to do our part to keep you informed about what is currently happening and what's projected to happen. We want to, on a weekly basis, provide you with an actual picture of the market, nothing more and nothing less. There has been much discussion comparing today's economy with the Great Depression. While the unemployment filings that have been reported recently are staggering for sure, and these are difficult times for those people that have lost their jobs. There are many great differences, though, between the Great Depression years of 1929 through 1942. Former Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke has said that he expects the duration to be much less than it was during the Great Depression, and the causes are very different. While job losses were very deep and very sudden, the unemployment rate is expected to improve fairly quickly, as you can see by this forecast from Goldman Sachs. Unemployment rate stayed high for much longer during the Great Depression, as well as the recession years of 2006 through 2016. Most job losses during the first unemployment report after the shutdown were servers and bartenders. They actually comprised about 37.6% of those job losses. As the economy is opened back up, those jobs are expected to return quickly. Likely, many of the servers and bartenders who lost jobs were not yet in the market to buy a home. As a result, there is not expected to be a result in a huge decline in home ownership demand. Leading financial institutions are calling for recovery in the second half of this year. And you can see the first quarter gross domestic product was down by 4.8%. The second quarter is expected to be hit harder, while recovery should begin to take place in the third quarter. The only major financial institution that thinks there will be a loss of GDP in the third quarter is Bank of America. All of these financial institutions expect a strong recovery in our fourth quarter. And many economists are forecasting a U-shaped or possibly V-shaped recovery where there will be a fast recovery from the bottom. In 2007 and 2008 and 2009, housing led the economy entering into the Depression. This time, economists expect it will lead it out of the recession, actually. As a matter of fact, there have not been enough homes built to supply the demand at this time. And the economist for the National Association of Home Builders thinks that the U.S. may have a housing deficit, possibly up to 1 million units. While our team has remained very busy through this entire time, many signs are pointing to home buyers coming back to the market. We, as many other brokers throughout the country, use a service called Showing Time to schedule and manage appointments for agents showing our listings. And they track the showing activity. As you can see by this graph, showings dropped off dramatically in the beginning of this pandemic. After showings bottomed out in the first part of April, the numbers started coming back up quickly. And nationally, we're back to the amount of showings that were pre-COVID. According to Zillow, new listings and pending sales have also increased week over week. Notice that pending sales are up higher than new listings, causing an even more shortage of inventory. So while this information we went through is national in nature, it's more important to know what's happening in the local market. So again, let's take a look at and see what's happening in the Houston area market during week 18 of 2020 versus the same time last year. There's no big surprise that showings were down significantly because of the drop-off of showings and listings in the previous weeks. 48.3% fewer closings occurred in 2020 than in 2019. Pending listing numbers fared a little better. Those were down 13.3% from 2019, reflecting increased buyer activity that we have been experiencing. New listings were down 24.1% from 3,631 last year to 2,755 this year, further increasing a shortage of inventory and causing increased competition among buyers. Listing views on har.com are up an amazing 70.7% over last year. And while we looked at the national numbers for showing time, this is broken down for the state of Texas. Showings have actually increased over this time last year. You can see the dramatic drop off in showings from mid to the end of March, and then it started a steady climb back from the 1st of April until we are actually at today. So while the real estate market was definitely impacted by COVID-19, we are still experiencing a strong demand and lack of inventory. We have not seen and do not see any decreases in value. So if you have any questions about the market, or if you were thinking about how to time buying or selling, just know we would be happy to discuss your personal situation and help you make a decision that's right for you. Thank you for your time. We hope this information has been helpful, and we'll continue to keep you updated and let you know what we are experiencing in the market. Again, nothing more, nothing less. Stay safe until we talk again next time. Take care.